Music has been significantly influenced by numerous artists who have become symbols of different eras, shaping generations. One such influential musician is the Swedish group ABBA, whose timeless songs continue to trend and captivate audiences, ensuring their legacy for the future. The longevity and impact of ABBA's music can largely be attributed to one of the band's key members, Benny Andersson. At 78, the Swedish musician and composer Benny Andersson has confirmed his lifelong affinity for music, a passion instilled in him from a young age. Benny Andersson, born Goran Bor. Benny Andersson on December 16, 1946 in Stockholm, Sweden, was introduced to music by his father, a civil engineer, and his grandfather, Ephraim, who played the accordion for him as a child. At the age of 6, his father and grandfather gifted him an accordion, igniting his exploration of music and exposing him to various genres, including Swedish folk music, traditional music, and Schlager, a popular form of European music known for catchy instrumentals. Even at a young age, Andersson was influenced by the music of Elvis Presley and Italian singer Caterina Valenti, broadening his musical exposure and shaping his future work. At the age of 10, Andersson received a piano as a gift and taught himself to play, further fueling his passion for music and setting the stage for his future career as a musician. This passion for music led Andersson to leave school at the age of 15 to pursue a musical career starting with performances at youth clubs. During one of these early performances, he met his first girlfriend, Christina Granvall, and together they joined the band Elveret Spelsman Slag, a group known for their focus on instrumental music. Andersson initially wrote his first few songs, including Baby Elephant Walk, which was intended for the 1962 romantic comedy film Hatari. Despite not being used in the film, the instrumental piece won the Grammy for Best Instrumental Arrangement in 1963. In the 1960s, Andersson's career gained momentum. After collaborating with Elveret Spelsman Slag, he joined Heapstars in 1964 as their keyboardist. The group achieved commercial success in 1965 with the release of Cadillac, establishing themselves as prominent figures in the Swedish pop music scene. Andersson played a pivotal role in Heapstars, contributing not only as their keyboardist, but also as the driving force behind the group, earning him the status of a teen idol. Heapstars initially gained recognition for their song covers, but eventually transitioned to producing their own music, largely due to Andersson's creative genius. Some of the band's most popular songs, including No Response, Wedding, Sunny Girl, and Consolation, were all crafted by Andersson and became widely recognized on the radio. Unbeknownst to Andersson at the time, his global stardom was on the horizon with his next musical endeavor. A chance encounter with Björn Ulvaeus in June 1966 marked the beginning of a prolific songwriting partnership that led to the creation of Isn't It Easy to Say? The collaboration was so successful that it continued for years to come. Additionally, Andersson's collaboration with renowned Swedish singer and songwriter Lasse Berghagen produced notable accomplishments, including the submission of Hedge Clown to the 1969 Melody Festival, where it secured second place in the Swedish Eurovision Song Festival finals. This collaboration also facilitated Andersson's introduction to vocalist Annifrid Lyngstad, leading to a romantic relationship between the two. Coincidentally, Ulvaeus also formed a romantic connection with Agnetha Fältskog, creating a close-knit dynamic between the four individuals as they shared their passion for music and collaborated extensively. The partnership between Andersson and Ulvaeus, composers of ABBA, was fruitful as they scored their first hits as songwriters with their work on the song Louise, performed by Britta Borg and Spielmann, performed by Hepstars. With two talented vocalists by their side, they decided to create songs that highlight the ladies' vocals, drawing inspiration from various figures like Sweet, Middle of the Road, and Blue Mink. Andersson's collaborative work with Berghagen for Hey Clown came in second place at the Melody Festival, demonstrating his ability to produce well-received hits. By then, Andersson had maintained the quartet he had formed with Ulvaeus, Lyngstad, and Fältskog, and they officially broke through the charts with their song Waterloo, which won the Eurovision Song Contest for Sweden in April 1974. Following this success, Andersson and Ulvaeus released 8 full studio albums with ABBA, gaining international acclaim and worldwide success with consecutive #1 hits. ABBA unofficially disbanded in December 1982. But interest in their work was resurgent, especially with Andersson's contribution to a hit musical that later spurred a film adaptation. Despite being best known for his work with ABBA, Benny Andersson has a string of projects that received worldwide recognition, establishing him as one of the best in the industry. In addition to producing their own music, Andersson continued working with Ulvaeus, contributing to film and stage musicals. Their first work in the stage musical genre was Chess in 1984, which Andersson fully helmed with notable vocalists and sold a whopping 2 million copies worldwide. In 1987, Andersson released his first solo album, Klinge Mina Klockor, where he showcased his musical talents by performing the accordion backed by Åsa Spelman on fiddles. Apart from his personal projects, Andersson became heavily involved in creating music for films and other ventures, scoring Lassie in 1990, performed by Inbusk, a female cabaret group. The release of Alchemig and Dramaris GV was soon followed by several other songs, all of which were included in the 1993 English album Shapes, a collaborative effort by Andersson and Ulvaeus. During the 1990s, Andersson shifted his focus towards projects rooted in traditional Swedish folk music, exemplified by his work on the musical Kristina Fran Duvala, based on Vilhelm Moberg's novel The Immigrants. This musical enjoyed a successful 5-year run and was later adapted into an English-language version called Kristina. In 2004, Andersson made a notable appearance in a special comedy video during the semi-final of the Eurovision Song Contest. Additionally, he had a cameo in an interval act alongside the other members of ABBA, marking their first collaborative work since disbanding, which was a significant moment for fans. Despite rejecting a rumored $1 billion offer to reunite in 2000, Andersson clarified in a 2021 interview with The Guardian that the offer was never formalized and the group had no intention of reuniting. Following the disbandment of ABBA, Andersson continued his music career through other avenues, including his band Benny Andersson's Orchestra BAO, which has achieved commercial success in Sweden with 5 albums and hit singles. Moreover, Andersson and Ulvaeus have been actively writing new material for other artists, many of whom are associated with BAO. The musical Mamma Mia was a huge commercial success, becoming a worldwide blockbuster and being performed in various countries such as the UK, Canada, and the USA. This success led to a film adaptation of the same name, which was released on July 18, 2008. A year prior to the film's release, Benny Andersson was chosen to work on the soundtrack, necessitating the re-recording of the songs with musicians who had worked on the original ABBA records. The resulting movie became a massive hit, making Mamma Mia the most successful musical film in history and the top-selling DVD in the UK. In 2013, Andersson, along with Bjorn Ulvaeus and the late DJ and producer Avicii, composed the anthem for the 2013 Eurovision Song Contest. 2 years later, in September 2015, a new album primarily consisting of Andersson's compositions was released, featuring a choral style and including the track Carlin's Tid, meaning the time of love. This track was created under the direction of choir master Gustav Schockfist, who unfortunately passed away before the album's release. Benny Andersson has received numerous prestigious awards for his extensive and esteemed work in music. His collaboration with Ulvaeus for Mamma Mia earned him a touring Broadway award for Best Score, and he also won 4 Swedish Grammys Awards, including the Special International Ivor Novello Award twice, the Music Export Prize, and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Swedish Music Publishers Association. In 2007, he was elected as a member of the Royal Swedish Academy of Music and received an honorary doctorate from the Faculty of Humanities of Stockholm University in 2008. In 2010, together with his ex-wife, Annie Frid Lingstad, Andersson accepted ABBA's induction award at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, emphasizing the influence of traditional European music and Swedish soul on ABBA's distinctive style during his acceptance speech. On March 21, 2024, Benny Andersson and the other ABBA members were appointed Commander First Class of the Royal Order of Vasa by King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden, marking a historic occasion as the first time in nearly 50 years that the Swedish Royal Orders of Knighthood were conferred upon Swedes. Benny Andersson's estimated net worth is $230 million, and it is known that he has been married twice, with a previous engagement to his girlfriend Christina Granville that ultimately ended in separation. Granville bore 2 children named Peter and Helen, but she had full custody of them while Andersson was at the peak of his career with the HEP Stars. Following his divorce from Granville, Andersson entered an 11-year relationship with ABBA co-member Annie Frid Lingstad, which ended in 1980 with the divorce being finalized a year later. In 1981, Andersson married Mona Norlet, a Swedish TV presenter, and they are still married today, raising a son named Ludwig. Ludwig has grown up to become one of the producers of ABBA Voyage, a virtual concert experience featuring avatars of the original ABBA members performing their hit songs, accompanied by a live band in the purpose-built ABBA Arena in London, with a runtime of 90 minutes. Despite his musical fame, Benny Andersson's personal life has remained relatively private, although it is known that he has been a teetotaler since 2001 and has struggled with alcohol throughout his adult life, a fact that was only revealed in an interview with the Daily Telegraph in 2011 when he was 78 years old. In a recent surprise reunion, Andersson performed The Winner Takes It All with ex-wife Annie Fred Lingstad at ABBA Voyage's 3rd anniversary after-party, where they also sang Super Trooper and Money, Money, Money from their set list. ABBA Voyage also features 10 new songs written by Andersson and Ulvaeus, which were well received in 2021, including I Still Have Faith in You and Don't Shut Me Down, appealing to a new generation of listeners. In a 2021 interview with The Guardian, Ulvaeus and Andersson discussed the use of avatars at ABBA Voyage, revealing that the avatars were modeled after their younger selves. For some individuals, the thought of aging can evoke a sense of sadness and a feeling of lost youth when they see themselves in their prime, leading them to choose not to take that path. However, there are those who are not bothered by such feelings, and they do not let the idea of aging affect them. One thing that could stress them, though, is the idea of releasing an album that falls short of a complete song. In an interview, Andersson mentioned that living in Sweden helped them to not feel any kind of pressure. Andersson also mentioned that being Swedish was also helpful, and there was no fuss or hysteria surrounding their recognition by people. Despite being widely recognized, they were not bothered by any hysteria, and they were able to work comfortably in Sweden. If you're a fan of Benny Andersson and ABBA, you'll be excited to know that a new book about the band, titled The Story of ABBA Melancholy Undercover by Jan Gradval, is set to be released soon. The author has made significant efforts to interview all 4 members over the years, promising readers surprises and never-before-heard stories. Additionally, the book delves into missed specifics about each band member's pre-ABBA era. Apart from the ABBA book, fans can also anticipate Benny Andersson's appearance in the feature documentary Sue about the Swedish music icon Sue Mofist, where he and several other creative figures will make appearances.